Hi, this is Sara Levin, the Artful Inker. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and today I'm here to share with you this masculine Slimline card that I've made for one of my daughter's workmates. Let's set this aside and we'll get to the creating. For today's card, we're going to stamp with the Massive Thanks stamp set. I've got a piece of Whisper White and my Early Espresso ink pad, and then the sentiment here from the Massive Thanks set. And then let's just leave us enough room here for die cutting. Now this is a fine font, so you don't want to mash your stamp down. You just want to place it on there and then rub the back to make sure that you've gotten good contact. If you mash the stamp, your letters are going to spread and probably not look as you think they should. So let me step away and die cut this, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have my sentiment cut with one of the Tasteful Labels dies, and this card is going to be for an office to sign and give to someone who is moving to another office. And so I'm going to use my Early Espresso Stampin' Right marker and just cross out the I and write in we up here. Now you'll notice that I put an extra finger on this, and that helps me keep a really stable pen while I'm writing. Okay, so let's put our sentiment aside and then pull in our layer of mint macaron. And this layer is 3.5 by 8 1/4. And I have cut 2 isosceles triangles using the Stitch Triangles dies. They, of course, are from Stampin' Up. They're in Bermuda Bay. And I'm just going to use some multi-purpose glue on the back of these. And let's make sure this is straight on here, and then we're going to center this one at the top, and then I'm just going to flip this around because this end I know is on camera. And then for this second one, we're just going to make sure that the points line up, and then I'm going to bring this to the top. Now I've slid a little out of line here, and I love the multi-purpose glue because it gives me some wiggle room. Okay, let me grab some dimensionals. Next I have a stitched square that I've cut from Petal Pink, and then I have embossed it with the Old World paper 3D embossing folder. Now, if you've got a question about which sandwich to use for which type of embossing folder, watch my one simple trick for the right embossing video. And it will tell you, because if you're like me, you've got the plain folders, you've got the 3D folders, and then you've got the retired dynamic folders. And we want to be able to use all of our folders. Well, I just got a little ahead of myself. So let's quickly pull this up. One more little pull there. Okay. And we'll put our dimensional back on here. And what I really want to do is add a piece of Early Espresso, and I'm going to cut that with the Banner's Pick-a-Punch. And let's flip this over, and I'm just checking to make sure that I'm fairly centered in on my strip. I think I am. And I'm going to cut this same end again on this strip. You have two different ends that you can cut with this punch, an arrow and a banner. Now we'll just add some dimensionals on the end of this piece. And we're going to put one right here in the center. Just making sure I've got it centered side to side on here. Okay. And then we're going to turn it this way and use those that I had previously put on. Let me make sure that's straight. I don't think it is. So we're going to lift this one more time and give it just a little bit of a turn. There we go. Now, let's add our sentiment. And again, I keep wanting to push this around and not have the card straight. I need to come just a little bit to my right. Okay. And then let's adhere this to the card base. You can give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you click the bell, you'll be notified the next time I upload a video. And when I'm premiering videos, I always love to have you stop in and chat with me while we're watching the premiere. Okay, so let's pull these off. And then we'll add it to the base. I'm using a base of thick Whisper White, and it measures 7.5 by 8.5 and is scored in half at 3 3/4. I'm just adding this little strip of mint macaron to the inside, so it's not just a giant white expanse in there. And I'm checking my top and two sides to see that I'm lined up. And I've got a nice tailored looking slimline card. It's a perfect masculine card, and I'm sure my daughter's workmate will enjoy receiving this. Thanks for stopping by. This was Sara Levin, the Artful Inker. You can purchase your Stampin' Up! Products in my store, and have a great creative day. Bye.